all fun and games and jokes on social media. But this shit is dangerous. But we love it.
Hey y'all, what's up? Chad Wright comes to you here once again on the channel, Team Righteous. And today we're doing another review here on the 2025 Toyota Camry XSE. For those of y'all that forgot about it, I did actually change these right here out on the XSE. They are black to match this black here. I actually like the chrome on mine, so I swapped these out the chrome to match this chrome and this chrome here, and then got rid of the other stuff. But anyways, that's not what the video is about today. I'm gonna show y'all real quick what the video is about. But what do we got going on here? If you look inside the trunk, everything's kind of just in the middle. It just slides around, all the other stuff. I have problems, and I do a lot of driving. And a lot of y'all know that. I've already got almost, after tonight, will be 62,000 miles on this car. So, and I keep stuff back here in the trunk, cleaning supplies. Got a towel here, a hoodie in case I get cold. Got window cleaner. Got some wax. Keep bottled waters in here, and maybe I shouldn't have the second case of bottled waters. I can just bring bottled waters. I'm working on that process too. But all this stuff right here, when you're going around, sometimes you go through a curve too fast and it slides things around. So let's see what can we do to maybe remedy that issue. Ta-da! It's kind of like magic. So anyways, we have hooked up with LASFIT liners. They saw some of our other videos that we have been doing here about the 2025 Camry, and they reached out to me and wanted to do a collaboration deal with the Team Righteous channel. So they sent me these liners here to test out. So these are going to be floor mats for the front and a trunk liner. So the trunk liner is rubber as well, just like the mats in the front will be, and it prevents the issues of things sliding around the trunk. So I'm going to test those out. I should be driving again tonight up in Nashville, so I'll try to see if I can put them to the test, see if we can keep some of this stuff right here from sliding around so much. So anyways, let's get into the video. All right, y'all, so here we are, our 2025 Toyota Camry XSE, and we are getting ready to install these LASFIT liners that we got here. So let's see exactly what we're working with here. Trying to get this camera here to work. Of course, whenever you turn with it, it tries to go the opposite way. I'm still trying to learn how this gimbal here works. But anyways, just wanted to show y'all what we got going on here. This is the factory Toyota floor mats. So these are the ones that came with the car whenever I bought it. And like I said, I've already got almost 62,000 miles, like 61,800 and something, maybe 61,900. I didn't check it whenever I got it in last night, but this is what we're working with. So yes, they are dirty. I vacuumed the car out. I actually vacuumed it out just yesterday. So it has been vacuumed out, but they have not been washed or anything. So I do want to give it like a fair assessment. Like, I don't want anybody thinking that, you know, this is what Toyota floor mats look like or anything, but this is what they look like installed. They are like this right here in the back. I'm gonna go to the other side as well and see why that one lip right there looks like it's rolled up. I may have messed that up when I was vacuuming it yesterday, and I'll put it back down. But anyways, this is right what we're going with. But as you can see across the hump there, the center hump, there is no mat there. So there's no mat there that covers that center hump up. So when people are sitting back there in the back, if anybody sits in the center, puts their feet on there, or just getting in general, it just gets a little bit dirty. So yeah, I'm gonna try to slide this over a little bit, but it doesn't look Yes, I mean, it does, because it sticks to the floor pretty good too. It's not really Velcro, but it kind of works like it. Like I said, it digs into the carpet good to keep it from rolling around. But yeah, as you can see right there, it is starting to roll up. But to be fair, like I said, we have 60,000 miles on the car, so there's been tons of people that sit right here in this seat. This seat right here probably gets more use than, other than my seat, gets more use than any of the other seats. So it's kind of hard to say, you know, that it shouldn't be somewhat worn. And then here is what we're working here on the passenger side. Like I said, we'll flip around here, kind of let you see up in here and everything. And like I said, these have not been cleaned at all in the 10 months that I've owned the car, other than vacuuming them out and stuff. So I have vacuumed them out, but no cleaning. So anyways, I'm about to pull out these LASFIT liners, check them out, do an unboxing, see how they look, and then we'll start swapping these out for those and see what we think about them. And then I'll do a review after I drive the night to talk about if anything felt any different, and especially the trunk, see how everything worked back there. So anyways, let's get to those liners back there in the trunk. All right, y'all, so here we go. We got these LASFIT liners in here. We are about to cut this thing open and see what everything looks like. And yes, I know y'all just watched me open this thing right here up with like a scraper type razor, and I have ran out of my little plastic knives that I buy from Harbor Freight. Sorry about that. That's what I've got to work with right now, but we're gonna make it work. So anyways, let's get these things right here out, laid out here on the ground, see what they look like. All right, so here we go. Let's see if we can get these things right here pulled out. Get everything propped up here so it'll come out smoothly. All right, so this one looks pretty big. So if I had to guess, now let's say this right here is for the trunk. Oh yeah, it's actually really big, and it's twice as big as what it even looks here. This thing right here is folded up as well. So we're gonna work with that right there though, get it unfolded, see what else we got in here. All right, so let's see here. This is going to be the rear. This is the rear. Got everything here laid out. So that's going to be the one to cover the rear. And let's see what we got going on here. And if it is a little wind noisy, sorry, I guess it's very windy out here at my place. But luckily, I've got my new microphone. So that should be helping cut down some of the wind noise. But man, it is getting rough. We got instructions there, so I don't want to turn that back so the wind don't blow it out. Wind always picks up at a good time. So here's what we're working with here. I'll get these things right here unbagged and swapped out with the ones on the inside, and then we'll go over, you know, what we think about how they look and how everything's going to turn out with the way they fit and the way they look inside the car versus what the OEM ones do. All right, y'all, so here we go. Before we get them installed, I want to do like a side-by-side comparison as well with the driver's side here. So the driver's side definitely has got the most wear to it of any of them. So I kind of wanted to show that. Like I said, definitely is dirty. They get a lot of dirt in them, and I had them cleaned one time before. That is there. I haven't cleaned them none, but I did have the car washed one time before, and they cleaned these mats. And whenever they cleaned them, they put something on them that made them like super slippery. Did not like that. It was not very good for people trying to get into the back seat, especially at night, because I think it ended up raining that night as well. But here we go, side by side. We can see definitely the lip on the left and right side, and on the back there definitely comes up more than it does, you know, on the Toyota one. And then the front side there, it looks like it's going to fit in exactly the same, but with just a little bit higher up right there on that front side there. So looking at them, they do definitely look like they are a little bit more aggressive with the grooving than what the Toyota ones are. But here's what they look like side by side. So now let's get these babies swapped out. All right, y'all. So here we are. We've got the LASFIT liners installed into our 2025 Toyota Camry. And so here is what they look like now versus what we had a minute ago. And as you can see, definitely going up in there further, go up on the edges further. So keeps your feet off the carpet there a little bit more. If you spill anything, keeps it from staining. I know some of these cars have gray carpet versus black carpet. So that's definitely going to help there. You can see right there on the left side on the plastic, that's where I keep my feet at. So it gets a little bit dirty right there in that spot. But all in all, so first impressions here in the front are definitely good. Passenger side was definitely not worn as much as the driver's side, of course, and then even the rear side. But again, we were able to get it up in here, and it looks good in there. And so we've got good coverage here. Everything looks good. I am liking the way these look. And like I said, the part that your feet go on there, a little bit more aggressive than the Toyota ones were. Not sure how the grippiness is going to feel versus the Toyotas. Never had a problem with the Toyotas being slippery, except for that one time that I had them cleaned at a car wash. So anyways, let's get back here to the back side and see what the rear looks like. All right, y'all, so here is the rear. So as we can see, going in here on the rear, we have full coverage all the way across, from left side, the right side, and the hump there in the middle. So here is what we're working with. And another thing I noticed too is the LASFIT liners here, they actually go well up under the seat. So if anything was to get spilled or whatever, it keeps it from going up under the seat. People stick their feet up under there and stuff, or things get dropped, whatever, and it keeps it on the mat. So that's really good as well. You got more coverage there, covers up anything up under the seats, and that opening in the carpet where all your wires and stuff come through, definitely covers that as well. So far, loving almost everything about these. Did run into one issue that I was noticing with these here. So fitment issues. And this may go away with some use or with some heat. But this right here, the way it rolls up, it's actually rolled under. So the lip here on the front rolls down. So I've pushed it up under here and try to keep it up under this plastic here. So I'm hoping that once it heats up, the sun gets out and starts baking on the car, it will start to flatten that out some more. If not, then I may have to make a little modification myself. But even on the back side, it's kind of the same way. It rolls up. Kind of hard to see there, but there is a gap right there because of it. Other than that, these things fit like almost perfectly. So front, back side, the rear here, everything fits like it's supposed to. And it's just, the only thing I can't understand here is that part right there. But like I said, it's not the end of the world. I can fix it for sure. But everything else in here fits well. Like I said, you got plenty of coverage up on the sides again. So it's going to keep, from anything from getting up onto the carpet. And then in the center there, you have coverage across the center as well. So you got the carpet there in the middle. It's not going to get no muddy feet scraped across it if somebody's sliding across or somebody's sitting in the middle there or anything like that right there. So that's really an improvement there to be able to protect that carpet as well. And last but not least, we are back to where we began. We're at the trunk of the car, and let's check out this new liner here. All right, and as you can see, we also added a net. So we'll talk about that there here in just a second, but this is the liner here. So as you can see, looking to the left, we got coverage everywhere, all over, and this rubber mat here should keep a lot of this stuff from sliding around and everything. So we got everything over here covered and everything, even down here at the bottom. Hopefully this thing won't freak out. but it's got coverage all the way back here to the back. So this thing right here fits in here perfectly like it should, and everything should be good. Like I said, we should be able to get some grip on this thing here too, to keep stuff from sliding around as much, like when I got stuff in here in that box. But then, so I wanted to touch on the net here last. This is in the video with the LASFIT stuff, but this is not a LASFIT product. So this is something else that I bought separately. I just wanted to add a net to the trunk. Another thing to be able to keep stuff from sliding around. But whenever I go test this stuff here in a little bit, to make sure that nothing's going to slide around, I'm not going to cheat and stick it in the net and then come back and be like, oh yeah, it didn't move anywhere. So definitely going to test it out with the box and stuff. Just sit back in there, the drinks, everything, or the case of bottled waters, all that stuff just sitting in there, and just see if it will hopefully hold it in place. I don't know if that was a promise that they made or anything like that right there, and their promotions or advertisements for this product. I just saw the mat and thought, hey, that, but they may be able to help with that going on, because I tend to have that happen in the back. This box will slide around and then things get to moving around in the trunk here. So anyways, let's get this thing right closed up, take this thing for a test drive, and I'll come back here shortly and give you a final review on what I think about the product. All right, so moment of truth here. Did everything stay where it was supposed to stay at? Let's see. Man, got to say, I'm pretty impressed. I definitely get to do some more testing tonight as I drive around. May just leave this stuff where it is instead of putting it in the net. The net will be helpful for anybody else's stuff that needs to go in as well. If I need to put anything in there, stuff to keep it from moving around. But I gotta say, done pretty well. All right, y'all, so here we are. Final thoughts on these LASFIT liners, floor mats that we have installed here in our 2025 Toyota Camry. Like I said, the way they feel, my feet on them, they feel pretty good, pretty solid. I don't feel like my feet are going to slip any, so that's a plus. I didn't feel that way with the Toyota ones either, but I just wanted to make sure I clarified that, everything in here feels good. I love the way they fit, about 98% of the way. What I saw back there in the back seat, like I said, hopefully maybe that's going to cure out with some heat in it and everything. It is put in the box and it's folded up inside that box. I don't know if y'all noticed that when I was pulling it out, but the center one and the trunk one is they're folded over inside the box. So that may have had something to do with it as well, because that is where it gets folded at. So we'll have to see how that turns out later on. But like I said, if not, worst case scenario, I'll be able to make it work. I can either heat it up myself if just getting hot and in general it doesn't just mold out on its own and fall back into place like it's supposed to be. If that doesn't happen, then like I said, I'll just put some heat to it myself and we'll take care of that there. Trunk mat. Having the trunk mat was impressive to me. Like, it was cool that it came with the trunk mat. That was well, I think you can get it in different sections, however you want to get it. But when you buy the entire kit like this right here has, you can get the trunk mat with it, and it's very good. Looks like good quality. Got entire coverage of the entire trunk, so everything back there is covered. But it also keeps things from sliding around. So like I said, if you was to put some food and stuff back there, and say if you had to carry a crock pot with some beans in it or a stew in it or whatever you may have in there, well, then if it does happen to spill over the top or the side or whatever, even at that, it's still not going to get inside the trunk and stain inside the trunk. So that's a plus. Or if somebody was putting anything else in there, any kind of tools or anything like that in there, it will prevent all that with there. And then stuff not sliding around. Like, that was impressive to me. So I took it up the road here. There is an exit ramp, and it basically, you're going, let's see how to say this right here. So you're heading east and you get off on the ramp, curve to the right, and then you go south, like just barely, but then it loops back around again. So this thing right here does, like 270 degrees of a turn to go from going east, loops all the way back around and goes back to going north. So I did that going around that direction, and I didn't like hit it super hard, but I did hit it like quicker than what most people would, just to test it out. I didn't want to like forcibly try to make it do it, but whenever I get up into Nashville tonight, whenever I'm doing some driving up there, I'll know for sure if it's going to have any more issues. But then I turned back around and came back down the ramp again, and basically we've done the exact same thing and then it loops down back around. And when you get at the bottom, right before you get onto the highway, it turns back to the right again to get back, going back to the east. So I put it both directions, left and right, to make sure, you know, the bottled waters that were on the right side weren't going to shift to the left when I was going to the right. And then whenever I was turning to the left at the same time, you know, I wanted to make sure, and I probably got a little bit more aggressive coming off the second time than I did the first time. So speed limit on this curve, they say 25. I believe there in Mexico, I was doing like 45, you know, fun measurements per second or whatever it may be. So anyways, everything was, you know, good to go though. Like I said, I feel like it's going to be secure. So that's a plus. And like I said, the net that's in the trunk, that is not a LASFIT product. It's just something I want to install while I was back there. So I got it to come in today as well, along with my new microphone. So hopefully my new microphone is picking up good. Everything sounds good. If you are interested in getting some of these LASFIT products, they have tons of other products. I haven't even checked over everything they got. I glanced through there to see some stuff. I know they got some lights and stuff, and they've got these floor mats and everything. But they got some really great products. And LASFIT is an American company, so they're based out of California, and they're an American company. So whenever you buy these products, you're supporting an American company, which is good as well. And so that's always a plus. And then if you want to save some money, check down in the description below. I have a link to be able to buy these products from LASFIT. And you can also use my discount code to save 15% off. So discount code Team Righteous 15 will save you 15% on LASFIT products. So anyways, I'm going to jump off of here, get everything else here ready to go so I can go back to Nashville tonight. But we appreciate all of y'all for checking in the video. Hope you liked it. Hope you enjoyed doing a review video for this product here. And just so those of y'all that are wondering, the motorcycle stuff is coming back. I got a motorcycle video I've already got in the process. It should be coming up here soon too. So if you've been missing some old motorcycle content, got some new stuff coming up soon. So y'all be sure to check it out. Like this video, subscribe, share it out to anybody who you know has a 2025 Toyota Camry that's been looking at getting these mats and everything, or any other products. And LASFIT covers, you know, other different cars as well. So check out what all they have and share this video out, just a review video for LASFIT products for anybody else that's wanting to get products for whatever kind of vehicle they got. And like I said, they can still use that same discount code. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be a Toyota Camry or anything else. It could be whatever they cover. You can use that discount code at my link there. You can use that discount code and save 15% off. So anyways, appreciate all y'all. Y'all have a good one.